back to my channel. My name is Mandy and I'm the creator of Life in Bloom, among other projects. Today, I just felt like tuning in, making a video specifically about the process of how we, as empathetic people who are trying to shift into a better state of living, better state of vibration, and just be healthier overall, can stay grounded, especially in the midst of everything that's going on. So if you would identify as someone who's empathetic, or maybe you can easily feel other people's emotions, or you're very intuitive naturally, or you feel like you receive input or downloads or anything from the universe, there are probably times when you're feeling like you're just on overload. Maybe you just get really anxious or depressed or angry. Sometimes those negative emotions can really just derail us and take over. Or maybe you just you feel a lot and you have trouble getting back to your center. As someone who is also very empathetic and intuitive, and I do a lot of energy work with people, I've learned over the years that I can kind of be like a little boat in a storm sometimes, and I'll be tugged back and forth, and that the most important thing in life is for me to learn how to be grounded, not necessarily in anyone else's idea of what that is, but to navigate and find a place where I feel good and I feel confident and comfortable. And I think it's really important, and this is something that really weighs on me quite a bit, because a lot of sensitive people seem to be more easily affected by the negativity of the world, obviously, and there is a perception that to be sensitive or to feel into the subtler energies of life, and to, you know, even just find joy from simpler things, there's weakness in it. In reality, I think it is such a gift. I think it's a very difficult one sometimes to learn to grow through, but I think it's a wonderful gift. Your ability to feel subtle energies and to connect with people on an emotional plane is bringing back authenticity, because you're likely going to get to a point where you just can't tolerate the fakeness, like any of the fake bullshit, so to speak. And that's pretty much where I've been getting. And the more I listen to that inner voice, the more I just sort of navigate my way by how I feel, you know, taking into account that there are a million ways to feel, but love is my compass. Love is, in my opinion, where we come from, where we'll go when we die, and ultimately the vibration of source or conscious creator, God, whoever you want to refer to, as extensions of that place and that vibration. We I feel like we naturally have a trajectory where we want to get back to that. We want to feel good and in alignment, because that's sort of the idea of living a life in bloom. It's acknowledging that, hey, you're meant to feel good, you're meant to be healthy, you're meant to be able to pursue all of the things in life that delight and excite you, and you don't have to feel guilty about it. It's not something that's going to be super expensive or hard to do, really, you know, when you get down to the root of what it is. It's just living simply and connecting with life, oneself, and nature. And that includes all the people in this world too. However, to be able to blossom, and, you know, going along with that idea, we have to give ourselves the proper environment, the right medium, the right tools, and most importantly, the intention we put into ourselves as human beings, or rather spiritual beings having a human experience. So, coming back to the main point of this video, it can be very challenging, I think, especially in such divided times, to figure out like where you get grounded, how you get grounded. So with this video, my intention is just to share some advice. When I say grounded, I'm meaning that you're in your body, you're for the most part pretty clear-headed, and you're thinking rationally, and you also feel like safe and secure. If you feel butterflies or anxiety or depression just like spinning you in a loop, that's not grounded. That's being up in the headspace, that's being outside of the body, that's not trusting in spirit or the creator, and ultimately it's just going to backfire. So number one is get in nature. Now right now it's snowing, that's not going to happen for me, but you know, if you live somewhere where it's warm, or you're watching this at a time where it is getting warmer, I highly encourage you to get more into nature. Science has proven that just being in like a forest or a park, just being around animals and nature, it lowers our blood pressure. It helps clear away negative thoughts by just showing us, like bringing us into the now. And there's even negative ions in the air in nature as well too, which can help heal your body in the sense of combating electromagnetic frequencies, alkalizing your body from my understanding, and in the sense of like when you ground and you earth and you touch the ground itself, you're absorbing those negative ions and you're literally grounding. Now you can up that by getting barefoot and putting your feet on the ground, or you can just sit on the ground and put your hands on it as well too. But getting in contact with the earth, getting into a space where you feel just more positive and at peace is really important. Now, if it's snowing or you just don't want to go outside for some reason, you don't want to get some lovely sunshine, there's a meditation that I do with pretty much all of my clients, and it's one that I try to do on a daily basis as well, and I'm going to guide you through it. We're going to begin. Go ahead and get in a very just safe and quiet space, somewhere you're not going to be disturbed, somewhere you can give all of your attention into sinking into this moment. And I'm going to lead you on just a very clear little grounding exercise. So with your feet on the floor, I want you to just relax, roll your shoulders back, get comfortable, however you're sitting. Maybe you're sitting cross-legged on the floor, you're sitting on your bed, or even you're laying down. Just go ahead and take a deep breath in and exhale. And another inhale and exhale. Now the next time you inhale, I want you to envision through the crown of your head that there's this beautiful white golden light that's coming in each time you inhale. And as you inhale, that white golden light is going into all of the cells of your body. It's filling up your shoulders, it's going into your elbows, it's flowing into your wrists, it's going into your tummy. You feel it just expanding into your hips, flowing through your knees and your thighs and down into your ankles. And as you exhale, that white golden light is going to absorb any negative energy, and you're going to exhale it through your heart chakra, but you're going to visualize green energy. So inhaling beautiful white light through the crown of the chakra and exhaling green. So that's one of the first practices, learning how to actually move some good ass prana through your body. Now at this point, I'm just going to do a little clearing session together. Continue focusing on your breath, and I call upon Spirit, the Creator. I call upon our angels and spirit guides. And I ask for anyone who is watching this video or who is tuning in to be just as loved and supported in their time space as they participate in this clearing. So we thank you for being present. We thank you for your support and your love, and just ultimately propelling us towards alignment and our understanding of what love truly is. Please remove all low vibrational and negative entities, any spirits or possessive spirits from our entire beings. Introduce them to their spirit guides and lead them on the way to heaven. Please remove all negative energy and transmute it into perfect healing energy. And lastly, we call upon Michael the Archangel to cut all cords and connections from individuals or situations or relationships that don't serve our highest being. I ask that anyone who is tuning into this clearing, sort of grounding practice, receives guidance and is also continuously supported in their quest of opening their own minds and making their dreams become a reality. Now, in terms of the grounding, I would like for you to envision that at the base of your pelvis, there is this cord, and it goes deep into the earth. And I want you to visualize it with your mind's eye and see this very strong cord. It could just be pure white light. If you see a different color, reflect on that. But feel as if it's just like tugging you into your body, and it's pulling you into your seat, and it's just connecting you to the center of the planet, and you feel held, secure, and supported. And finally, when you go about your day, one of the things you can do as an empath is to mentally shield yourself. So there's a few different ways you can do this. When I went to a psychic school once in Boulder, they taught me a practice of envisioning like a big flower, and it's going to stand right in front of you. And this essentially is where all the focal point of energy that's directed at you comes. And this flower, it blossoms, and as it just takes and absorbs any negative energy, you can see that it kind of starts to wilt. And then in your mind's eye, you blow it up, and then you replace it with the flower. That's never really worked really well for me. So what I would suggest is actually to sort of like feel and envision your aura, the just energy around your being that emanates from you, and sort of like shield it with color. Violet and gold are very high vibrational, very protective colors. You can also envision like mirrors around the end. And lastly, just set an intention and ask for support from your angels to help reflect any negative energy and to help filter what you allow into your space. So these are just a few ways that I personally have found that I can stay grounded as an empath in this very crazy world. And these practices are some of the first things I do with clients when they get on the Reiki table, because most people aren't aware that they have a ton of coordinate connections to different people and scenarios that they're still drawing energy off of or getting energy sucked out of them. And furthermore, there's just so much happening on so many different planes that this is one of the best ways I've found to help get people in their body, to help facilitate a clearing and just like a lessening of anxiety by helping them get grounded in their body. And so I hope that by applying these practices, you're able to just feel better and more grounded, and supported in your own life. I know some of this stuff is going to seem really weird. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay, friends. You can find another channel. But if you do like this stuff, definitely subscribe, because I love talking and sharing about it. So that's all I have for you guys today. Have a lovely one. Be safe, and we'll see you next time.